You're watching Nickbox.com. My name is Nick, and this is the start to my garden. So right now I've got some leeks and some red cabbage growing, but I also have a couple seed trays full of seeds. So far I have started all kinds of salad and spinach and a bunch of herbs, tomatoes, and of course, peppers. Oh, I totally can't forget the rhubarb. And a big old giant pile of poo. Yes, I have a giant pile of manure, which is going to be great for my garden. The only problem is I'm gonna have to go through that big pile and sift it all. Last season, my garden didn't do all that great, but there were a few things that grew, and these are a few of the things that I left sitting there all winter long, and sure enough, they came back. This year, I hope to have a much larger success. So far, I have planted 144 different cells of seeds, so hopefully I will have a very abundant season of vegetables. Now, a lot of those are lettuces and spinaches and stuff, so that I can eat healthier, but a good portion of those are also herbs, which are very, very easy to grow. Well, I say easy, but that is a relative term, because I killed quite a few things. Oddly enough, rosemary, which is a very hardy plant and supposedly very, very difficult to kill, but this guy totally killed it. I still have to get the sprinklers installed so I get the drip system going. Gotta make sure that those plants stay watered, and I don't want to have to water it manually every single day. And then, of course, there's the big pile of poo that I have to sift through to make sure that I don't have, big chunks of poo in my garden. It's really a lot of fun seeing all these seeds going from absolutely nothing, just this little pile of dirt, into these little tiny plants, and then those plants get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they start to fruit, and then you can eat them. So you don't have to go to the grocery store, you don't have to wash off the pesticides that they use, you use whatever you want to use in your garden, and you just pick it, and you eat it, and it's phenomenal. I didn't get a lot of stuff last year, but I got a few things, and it was really, really fun to go out there and just, chop off some chives and throw that into a dish, or get some parsley, because the things that I did grow fairly well were the herbs, but I also had some tomatoes, which beat the pants off of any tomato in the store, and, store tomatoes in their pants. Okay, seriously here, it is quite a lot of work, and it is a little tiring to go out and tend to the garden every day, but, also it is kind of a zen, a kind of calming fun where you get to go out and swat at bugs. It's not fun. And pick your own food that you grew yourself. You know exactly what you put on it. You know exactly what soil it was in. You can control every aspect. So if you want to use pesticides, by all means go for it. You want to avoid the pesticides, then don't put them on. Find other ways. I've also got the blueberries and the blackberries and the raspberries, and we even just got a fig tree. Totally got a fig tree. It's gonna be totally awesome. Although, I don't think I've ever had a fresh fig before. But that's okay. I'm sure they're going to be delicious because I do like the dried kind and the kind that they put into the cookie. But I highly suggest that you guys get out there too and you grow your own food. Stuff that you don't have to go to the grocery store. Stuff that is going to be naturally more nutritious because you're growing them to be nutritious rather than growing them so that you can ship across the country. As always, thanks for watching and thanks for being awesome. It's the Yeti! The Yeti was sticking her tongue out at me.